Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mulligan's Island. And I say welcome back because I've been away from you for a couple of weeks now. Hope everybody had a nice Easter vacation. I certainly did. That's why I was away for a couple of weeks. I got a chance to hang out with Elsa and the kids and some friends right around the corner in San Carlos. Thank you, Sam and Elizabeth Rainwater, for loaning us your condominium so we could do that. We had a great time. Hope you did too. And speaking of great times, we're about to have another one. We're streaming to you live from my backyard bar, a fun place to be down here just around the bend from San Carlos. We got a few friends that are here joining us tonight. Hi, studio audience. How are ya? It's good to see you guys. And we have a special guest who's going to be joining us tonight, all the way down from Rocky Point. Good guy and a wonderful sax player named Richard Scott. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Some of these songs we're going to play for you, we've never played together before. So disclaimer, this could potentially suck or it could be awesome. So stick around out of just sheer curiosity about which one that'll be. You guys know the deal here. It helps us big time when you share this show either on your page or even just let other people know, hey, hop on over here to Mulligan's Island, Mark Mulligan musician band page, and they can watch this show. It'll be a fun happy hour for them. It sure as heck beats watching the news. So please do that for us, and we appreciate it. The second thing, walk over to your fridge right now, grab yourself something fun to drink, pour it in a glass, because it's going to make Richard and me sound really, really good. We might even look good for you. We're excited about being here tonight, and anyway, I say we kick things off, as we always do, with a guy who's a huge help to the show week after week. He wrote and performs the theme song, tries to include as many of you guys as he can in it every week. His name is Rudy B. Take it away, Rudy B., with the theme intro to Mulligan's Island.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We'd all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.
Welcome, everybody, to Mulligan's Island. It's Monday night, and who knew Mondays could be this fun? Coming to you from my backyard bar here, just around the corner from San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. I want to say hello to everybody tuned in tonight. Hello to our studio audience. And looking forward to bringing Richard Scott out here. I'm going to open things up with just one song right here. I just mentioned to you before the theme song that I had a couple of weeks to kind of chill out with the family after what was kind of a stressful run for me, a run that I didn't enjoy a lot, with a lot of running around and time in front of a computer and doing this work thing. So it was nice to just chill out and be me again. And that's the theme of this song right here off the new CD. Yeah, it feels so good to get my feet back in the sand. It's like I finally am me again. Nickels, dimes, and dollar signs led this boy astray. So much for that first million. Least I can say that it feels so good. That sunshine on my skin. Think I finally am me again. All it took was one look at some stranger in the mirror. That's when it hit me, I'm out of here. Funny, I'd forgotten about the guy I used to be, till I got out of that city and back down to the sea. Now it feels so good. It really feels so good. Man, it feels so good to get my feet back in the sand. Sunshine on my skin. Cold one in my hand, I'm me again. For so long I longed to be me again. Thank God I finally am me again. I finally am me again. Thank you very much. That's exactly how I feel. I'm in a good mood, and I hope you are too. Thanks again for sharing this show on your page and letting other people know about it so we can get a bunch of people watching our guest artist, who I'd like to introduce you to right now. He's all the way down the coast from Rocky Point, which is a good 6-7 hours from where we are. We've performed together. We did a big event just recently at Margarita Mermaids, where they're watching us tonight in Rocky Point. They've got us on at the bar. Hi, Margarita Mermaids. Well, they're going to recognize this guy right here, and let's bring him out. This is my friend on the saxophone, Richard Scott. Everyone give him a nice welcome.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Hi, man? Richard. How are you? It's good to see you.
Nice to see you, too.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, excited. We always love having a guest artist on the show. Do you work cheap? I'm just thought I'd ask. I'm just kidding you. Anyway, it's always good to throw the guest artist off right off the bat.
You said there were drinks, man.
Well, we do have a few of them here.
I guess.
Is this enough for you?
All right. Sounds pretty exotic, some of the stuff you got, man.
It is. We got a very exotic stuff here. But anyway, like I said, Richard is down from Rocky Point. You've lived there for about 15 years or so, I guess.
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah. Well, then you can definitely relate to this next song. because I know you like being south of the border, kind of like this guy right here. Let's take these guys with us somewhere south of somewhere. You ready? All right, here we go. 2, 3. Down at the bay, they're jumping today. There's a fisherman out on a boat. He throws out a net and he hauls up his catch and he heads back to the sandy shore, to a house by the dock with a door that don't lock, where there's music on the radio. It won't take too long, he'll be singing a song and cooking on an open stove. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that got me hanging round down here. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. In colors so bright and dresses so tight, I see ladies walking down the street. Lovers romancing, barefoot and dancing, grooving to a tropic beat. In the sea of confusion, I kick off my shoes and I catch her looking back at me. She flashes a smile, we laugh for a while, till she says, "You want to dance with me?" It's the tropical sun, it's a midnight run to an island or distant shore that keeps me coming back for more, time and time again. It's the tacos and rice, the salsa and spice, the smell of the sea in the air. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. Take us there, Richard Scott. And the palm trees are swaying like dancers, moving to the sound of the wind. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me or Richard. Never been a mystery what's got us hanging round. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that got me hanging round down here. I think all you guys out there could use an ice cold beer. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. Yeah, Richard Scott on the sax, everybody. Richard, sounding good, man. It's great to have you here with us. Great to have you here. Well, Richard was actually on the beach yesterday here in San Carlos. I saw him down there at a big event we had. Some of you guys know that over these last couple of weeks, it was certainly eventful down here in San Carlos. The place that I sing, La Palapa Griega, a favorite of many people in this community for many, many years. No sé si quieres mostrar las fotos. You can see right there, that doesn't look good. The place actually, just a few days before Easter, caught on fire. Somebody had just done some welding, and there was a spark there, just kind of an ember that caught. Luckily, nobody was injured. None of the staff.
That's your regular place.
That's my regular place, La Palapa Griega, and you can see it was a big one. Look at it there. It's really, really just got leveled. What a bummer. But in true San Carlos fashion, people weren't willing to just say goodbye to La Palapa Griega. Luckily, that place is owned by a very stubborn Greek who refuses to quit. And Raphael, right away, while he was walking through the ashes there, said, we're going to rebuild, and they started in right away. Well, it's going to take a while to get that place going again, but it will get going again. But in the meantime, we got a lot of employees who were left out of work, and they rely on that tip income. They still get paid down here like a little Social Security salary kind of thing, but tip income is really, let's face it, where your waiters are going to make their money. And this time of year, they really need that. They can't go a few months without getting any tips. So Mike and Heidi, my fellow performers at La Palapa Griega, stepped up to the plate and rallied this whole community. And yesterday, we had some fun on the beach. Let's take you there to the beach in front of La Palapa Griega right now. Hi, everybody. It's Sunday in San Carlos, and this community is coming together to support the staff of La Palapa Griega after this place burned down. And as you can see, everyone's having a good time today. I was lucky enough to kick things off at noon. We had a great time, but the music is going all day long. All the proceeds from today are going to help out the staff here. There's even been a lot of you guys watching the show who haven't even been to San Carlos, who are helping out in the efforts. Thank you so much for doing that. The waiters and cooks already told me how much they really appreciate that help coming in from people they don't even know. Very typical of you guys. So just wanted to say thank you from the beach here at La Palapa Griega. This place is going to get up and running again real soon. But in the meantime, it's great that you can help these employees out. Everybody having a good time? Isn't that cool? There were probably 325, 350 people on that beach. And I'm hoping to get you tonight, if Mike and Heidi or anybody with connections to Mike and Heidi are watching, get me the total count. But I'm going to let you know right now, as of a few hours ago, with donations still coming in, we were over $11,500 raised. Is that amazing? Not only from San Carlos, you wouldn't believe how many people watching this show. I'm not going to say their names because they wouldn't want me to do that, but some of the people who watch this show who have been or even haven't been to San Carlos sent very, very nice donations, and we announced that from the stage yesterday. We even got another one just a few hours ago. Thanks for doing that, because those guys, it's a big crew of people there. They're going to divide that up among them, and that'll keep them going until we can get La Palapa Griega going again. And hopefully yours truly will be back on that stage singing for you there one of these days very soon. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying Richard Scott. Richard, as I looked at those pictures of a bad day in San Carlos when La Palapa Griega was on fire, turning into a good day with yesterday's good that came out of it, I'm reminded of this song right here. There we go. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, welcome to this place. I kicked and screamed, but what could I do when the doc said, we're gonna circumcise you? Hey, looking back, I could have had a better day. I turned 5 and they sent me off to school, where I memorized prayers and I thought I was pretty cool. I actually was kind of cool, Richard. Till one day in the middle of the Our Father, I couldn't hold back a trickle of water. Uh-oh, please God, get me out of here, amen. Now you could say I've hit some bumps along the road, but why complain, cause that's just the way it goes. Now even my bad days are good, I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging round. Now there was this nun back in first grade who said, wipe that silly grin off your face. Hey, tell me why I should, if even my bad days are good. Went off to college and I got that business degree. 'Cause I heard that the corporate world was the place to be. But I soon found out that it didn't fit in. I swore I'd never wear that tie again. So much for my future as a CEO. So I bought a guitar and I figured out how to play. Walked into a bar and I wound up on a stage, singing James Taylor, Croce, and Buffett. And all the drunks threw dollars in the bucket. And the boss said, we'll see you next Saturday night. Thank God that tie fit a little too tight. Or I might not be sitting here singing on Facebook Live. Now even my bad days are good. I wouldn't change a thing even if I could. Sure, every now and then life drags me down, but here I am still hanging round. Now there was that nun back in first grade who said, wipe that silly grin off your face. Hey, tell me why I should, if even my bad days are good. Give us some good days over there, Richard Scott. So I'll be that old guy on the stage who still got that silly grin on his face, like everybody should. 'Cause even our bad days are good. Help us out, guys. Even our bad days are... Come on, studio audience. Even our bad days are good. You guys at home. Even our bad days are one more time. Even our bad days. My first moment as a member of the human race. They spanked my butt and told me, welcome to this place. Yeah, even our bad days are good. A true story. Even the part about wetting my pants. Okay, that was last month, not in kindergarten. Anyway, guys, I mentioned to you that Richard is down from up the coast. And we've played together at Margarita Mermaids before over on Old Port. What a great spot. In fact, you can watch the show there on Monday nights. They put it on and they give all the Mulligan fans discounts on great house margaritas. While you're there, try the Chrissy Rita. That's a really, really good one.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It is. But in Rocky Point, I haven't always had the best of luck. In fact, many years ago in this next video, you're going to find out what happened to me in one of my early gigs there. Let's go up the coast to Rocky Point.
I am standing on the patio of a place called Balboa's here in Rocky Point, down at the port. And back in the day, I actually got hired to play at this place, and I got fired my very first gig. You know why I got fired? You're going to love this. Being my first gig here, I went out and I advertised it. We packed the place. Everyone's having a great time. You couldn't get a seat here. There was a line of people waiting to come in. And at the end of the first set, the waiter walked up to me and said, "Sir, the manager said that you have to leave." I thought, this is some kind of a weird joke. We're having a great night. I said, "What?" He says, "Yeah, apparently everyone's having so much fun. They're all staying so long that we're not turning the tables over fast enough. So we're going to have to ask you to leave." I was fired for doing too good of a job.
All right. Well, yeah, that was kind of a crazy situation there. I've never been fired in my life for bringing in too many people to a place, but crazy things happen in this business. I earn every one of these gray hairs, folks. All right. Well, it's funny because we go back to one of my early CDs. It was called Going Coastal. It's out of print now, but the song we're about to play for you, you can actually still hear on my Best of the Early Years album. And it's one of only, I think, 2 of my songs that actually had a sax part on them. Yeah, and they were played by my buddy Jeff Percival. He went on the album. He was known as Jeff Tatum, my producer. So I'm excited to have Richard here to play this because we never get to do a guitar sax version of the song. So great to have Richard here for this one. This one's out of the archives. You haven't heard this one in a long time. Hope you like how this one turns out. 2, 3, 4. standing on the beach, just 8 years old, looking out and wondering where she goes. Does she stretch out forever or end at a distant shore? Was she ever gonna take me there? Was I ever gonna go? Blue, blue water. I felt her reaching out to me. Blue, salty water. Though I was just a boy back then, something told me I'd be back again, just to let those waves roll me across the sea. A pretty good job and a college degree. I thought that business was the life for me, but I guess I just went crazy, or maybe I went sane, 'cause something deep inside kept pulling me away, back to blue, blue water, somehow calling out my name. Blue, salty water. Though I wasn't long, didn't take me very long, and I knew I'd never ever be the same. I'd like to think she'll live on like this forever, so my kids someday can see what I have seen. Her beauty down below, from her depths right to her shore, her magic, her life, her mystery. And another shrimp boat heads on out the sea. Now the dolphins and the whales, they came along. I wonder if they hear me sing this song. And I think about those dreams back when I was just a kid, as we aim for the horizon and an unknown world ahead. It's blue, blue water must be running through my veins. Blue, salty water. Though I was just a kid back then, something told me I'd be back again, just to let those waves roll me across the sea. Blue, blue water. All roads led me to blue, blue water. I couldn't leave her if I wanted to. Blue, blue water. Beautiful, Richard. How about Richard Scott on the sax on that? Just beautiful. This is fun having you with us here tonight. What do you think, guys, watching home? Should we keep them around for some more songs here? Well, we're going to go from that blue water up to that white sand on this next song. We have never played this next song, so let's just see what happens here. Singing about that white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. You ready, Richard? Have you played it? Here we go. Yeah, I played it once or twice. Here we go. 2, 3. This is a tricky one. I got a constant craving, I can't fight the urge. Try to kick the habit, but it keeps on getting worse. I've given up on rehab, it's far too late. This lifelong addiction is impossible to break. Give me some white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. You know what, Richard? This intervention's useless. It's out of my control. 12 steps from the ocean. Who needs 12 more? When you got white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! Now it goes back to my childhood, that very first trip. Watching the waves roll in mesmerized this kid. By the time they dragged me up the beach and shoved me in the car, I knew no matter where I'd go, I'd never get too far. From white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Now the sea's outside my window, there's a beach outside my door. Those three things still turn me on, just like long ago. What are they, guys? White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! So keep your change of seasons, the winter and the cold. Send me a postcard with pictures of the snow. I'll look at it and shiver and just shake my head as I'm putting on my flip-flops and stepping out instead into the white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Take it away, Richard. Take all your sweaters and set them on fire. Slap on some sunscreen, put on some Kelly McGuire. Then turn around and run right to the place you ought to be. Get your butt into some beach chair down here with me. In white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Living by the sea is so good for the soul. I pinch myself and wonder who could ask for more than white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. There's no cure for this addiction. Every day I overdose on white sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Oh! White sand, warm sun, and salty H2O. Yes, I think Richard's addicted too, living up there in Rocky Point. Well, awesome. I'll tell you what, it's people think of San Carlos, they think of Rocky Point, they think of beaches in the state of Sonora, and they think when you live or come down to these places, it's all water stuff, kayaking and sailing and fishing and that. Those are all awesome, incredible things that lure a lot of people here. But, in this community, there's actually so much more to do. I mean, you got this biking club and you got hikers. And there's another group that I got to hang out with just a few days ago. These guys know how to have fun. I'd like to introduce you to the San Carlos Softball League. Let's go play some ball with these guys.
There are so many fun things to do in San Carlos. Water activities, hiking and biking. And today, I'm out hanging out with the San Carlos Softball League. So we are in San Carlos at Montgomery Field. George Gadsby, tell us about this.
Well, we started 15 years ago. There were 3 founders. We're all still alive. 2 of us are still playing ball.
Awesome.
But this is the Fred Montgomery Field because Fred Montgomery actually put this entire ball field together. What we did was start a softball team.
Very cool.
But this is Freddie's field.
Well, this is Murray Horsburgh. He's one of the founders of San Carlos Softball League. Tell us about this.
Well, this is our 14th year. We started off with about 7, 8 of us, and kept growing from there. We've got over 100 members now after 14 years.
Boy, that's great. We got Mike from the Mike and Heidi duo at the plate. He got a double. Chris, you're on deck. The pressure's on. How you feeling?
Well, depends on what Murray does here, because typically he's good for at least a double, so then I have to just try to single him in and keep the rally going for Team Tequila.
We got Team Tequila's Chris Roth at the plate. Whoa! Look out! There he goes. We got a double. Beer 30.
Yeah.
Is this like your 7th inning stretch?
It's our 7th inning stretch. It's a great. It's one of the highlights of the mornings here in San Carlos.
Now I see what motivates these guys. Cheers, Mike.
Hey, cheers!
Hi.
Elise and Skippy, good to see you. So you guys are having fun out there.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, how many women are involved in this?
It's about 15 to 20.
15 to 20 women. It looks like you guys are really having a blast. I can tell you do. Yeah.
Mark, bikinis are optional.
Yeah, to become a member, it's 600 pesos for the year, or if you just want to pop in every once in a while, it's 100 pesos to play.
How cool.
And the money.
The beautiful part about softball in San Carlos is we have not the 7th inning stretch, the beer break.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the crazy part is after the beer break, gravity tends to be a much bigger issue, and a lot more, a lot more injuries.
Yeah.
Jeff, for instance, tell us about your groin.
It's not good.
Oh boy.
Go out in the field.
There is no such thing as a minor groin injury. They take this game very seriously around here, folks. Needless to say, this is after the beer break.
We're a little disorganized right now. Everybody's been drinking beer. That's why we come out here and play. We play for the beer and a lot of laughs.
Something tells me the game's about to get more interesting.
Oh yeah, it does. The last inning or two are really exciting.
So I'm just curious, how much does a front row seat at this game cost?
Oh, they're really expensive. They're auctioned off at the beginning of the year. You really got to get your place in line.
Well, you got the view.
We're on Skeleton Crew today. This is our last game of the year probably. So there's only a few of us here. Usually we have a lot bigger turnout, but it's the end of the season. So
Yeah.
we're having fun.
Well, nice
I'm going
turnout.
to have an emergency board of directors meeting with one director. I bet we could get the back of that old building, turn around, Mark, so it's it. Back of that building painted to look like the Green Monster in Boston for $500, and I'll kick in the first $250.
How about that?
Well, yeah, that'll work, but we need bleachers too.
Yeah, well, we can do without the bleachers.
It's been a contentious board
If we
meeting.
can get that painted like the Green Monster at Boston,
What do you guys think?
I'll kick in the first $250.
If somebody
George?
can hit it that far, I'll give them $1,000.
Whoa! How about this?
Be real
All right,
careful.
guys, you heard it. You heard it now. It's not just the beer talking. George is kicking in the first 250.
I mean,
What's really cool is after the game, these guys all get together for even more beer. How'd the game go today, guys? San Carlos Softball Club. The San Carlos Softball League, what a fun bunch of people. And when you come down here and spend a lot of time, that's what's kind of neat about San Carlos. Maybe you're into kayaking, but that day the wind's blowing and the water's rough. You can go do something else like hike or bike or hang out with these guys and play some ball. So anyway, thanks to the softball team. I know some of them are watching us tonight. And hey, when you come down here, I hope you'll hang out with those guys too. I'd like to bring Richard back. He's going to join me for this next song, which is off my newest album. We do have some requests coming in, and I'm going to get to all these requests. Appreciate those too.
On the new album, some of you guys have gotten it, and you can tell it's quite a different album. There's a lot of Mexico in this album, obviously with a title called Lupita's Taco Stand. And one thing that was special, though, was we tried to make kind of a Mexican theme every other song, and then we'd interweave these other songs. This next one was one written by Sonny Jim. We've played it at our Island Fest many, many years. We always close the event out with that. But it's the first time I've ever gotten the chance to actually record a duet with Sonny Jim. And while we sang the song, we brought in our buddy John Patty on the steel pans. The guy's incredible. So this song ended up being a really Caribbean-feeling, fun song, and it's on the Lupita's Taco Stand album. And I'm looking forward to having Richard throw some saxophone on and join me for some sky, sand, water, moon. Everybody get off your couch at home and do the little line dance to this thing if you can. All right? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. The sand is cool beneath my feet. Gone is the summer's daytime heat. My footsteps crunch along this beach and drift into eternity. A million diamonds light the night, a million candles shining bright. In inky blackness how they shine, as they will do throughout all time. Sky, sand, water, moon, don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon, nice. Across the ocean ripples flow, pushed by the tides and the winds that blow. Into these little waves they roll, their journey's secret whispered low. The soft caress and night's embrace shines on the beach tonight and somewhere on your face. I take great comfort in this truth, that same moon watches over you. Sky, sand, water, moon, don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Every little bit, every atom of my being begins to stir, and it starts into singing. Intoxicated, elated by this night's rich perfume. Every little bit gets me feeling, gets me thinking that each moment is ours, just for the taking, to treasure forever, shining like some golden doubloon. Sky, sand, water, moon, don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Richard Scott. How about this guy? Every little bit, every atom of my being begins to stir, and it starts into singing. Intoxicated, elated by this night's rich perfume. Every little bit gets me feeling, gets me thinking that each moment is ours, just for the taking, to treasure forever, shining like some golden doubloon. Sky, sand, water, moon, don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. One more time. Sky, sand, water, moon, don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Yeah, Richard, great job on that. Off the latest album, I appreciate it. Richard sounded great today. We're gonna let him take a little break here and enjoy a drink from the bar. And yeah, boy, that was quick, man. So hey, we got a couple of requests to get to here. Who was Daddies and Daughters? Turk Sims. Turk, you know what? I saw that before the show even started. You sent in a tip. That's called pressure, folks, because I was planning on sucking tonight until Turk sent me an advance tip. I'm like, damn, now I got to actually put on a show. Turk's watching us in West Texas, as he always does. Hi, Turk. Hope you and I hope your sister are doing well. We got to get you back to San Carlos. Hey, he wants to hear another song off the new album. The funny thing is, this one was written by the other one in the Tres Amigos that I joined. You just heard a song by Sonny Jim. Well, the other compadre in there is Kelly McGuire. We just mentioned him in a song a little while ago. Kelly wrote a beautiful song years ago when Marisol was just born. Ven, Marisol, ven muy rápido. Here's Marisol right here, as a matter of fact. Come here, Marisol. Here's Marisol. Anything you want to say?
Hello.
Marisol's growing up on us way too fast, but anyway, gracias, Mari. So Kelly wrote this song back when she was born. He let me, for the first time, actually take this song, the lead vocals on it. And ever since then, when we do the show, we kind of do this one as a duet. It's such a great song. Thank you, Kelly, for letting me record this one. Not only record it, Kelly joined me on this one. We did a duet version of this song. Came out really, really, really nice. Rudy B helped out with it, too. I got to play piano on this one. And most of all, I got to sing a song that makes me think of that little girl right there. Hope this one makes you think of your little girl. And I hope even if you're all grown up, ladies, I hope you think of your daddy on this one. When she was born, her daddy was surprised when they brought her out in pink instead of blue. The quarterback he planned on was a tiny baby girl, but in the blinking of an eye, she was the joy of his world. Winning games gave way to ballet and stage. Story time on his lap while she turned the page, 'cause she's daddy's little girl, the apple of his eye. She'll always be his baby, that'll never change with time, and he'll still be there to calm those raging waters, 'cause nothing quite compares to the love between daddies and daughters. Ballet to basketball, she scored big for the team. He never ever missed a single game she played. Then the doorbell brought a young man with a tuxedo on to take her to her first prom. And on her birthday she found waiting outside a shiny red convertible that she couldn't wait to drive. You see, she's daddy's little girl, the apple of his eye. She'll always be his baby, that'll never change with time, and he'll still be there to calm those raging waters, 'cause nothing quite compares to the love between daddies and daughters. Before he knew it, he was walking down the aisle, and there was something wet trickling down his face. And in a trembling voice he answered, her mother and I. Then he let her go and slowly walked away. Now she's Daddy's little girl, the apple of his eye. She'll always be his baby, even though she's now a wife. And he'll still be there to calm those raging waters, 'cause nothing quite compares to the love. Nothing even comes close to the love that they share. Nothing quite compares to the love between daddies and daughters. Thank you, Kelly McGuire, for doing that song with me as a duet. I appreciate it. Hey, if it's okay, I'm going to do one more request. Hey, look who just walked in the door. My friends Sam and Elizabeth Rainwater. Nice to see those guys. Wasn't sure they were going to pop in here tonight. So, who knows? We that may mean we may get Sammy up here later for a guest appearance. Good to see you guys. Hey, this next song is also by request. Luis, I think this one was requested by Michael and Elaine, watching us up in the Northwest. Another couple there that have been so supportive over so many years, even before this live show began. They are supporters of Trop Rock and all of us artists making a go at this thing. Thanks for tuning in every week like you guys do, Mike and Elaine up in the Northwest. You were big fans of the guy who wrote this song. This is weird because the songs I'm playing you from the new album, playing you a trifecta of songs written by friends of mine. Most of the album are songs that I wrote. Apparently you don't want to hear any of those. I'm just I'm just kidding you. Now, anybody who knew Jim Morris, the late Jim Morris, would know that he'd be on my case right now, because he'd say, yeah, thanks, bud, for waiting until I pass away to actually record my song. Thanks for the royalty check, dude. Sorry, Jim. Timing is everything. Jim would be laughing, believe me. He wrote this song right here, and there's a moral to this story, and I hope you like this one. By request, this one goes out for Mike and Elaine. Through the bars on the window, I saw the light of the moon. I heard Mexican singers singing Mexican tunes. Dogs barked in Spanish, a strange serenade. I don't know the language or the sounds that they made. South of the border, they say look but don't touch, but they serve me tequila, and they served me too much. I thought she was pretty, que bonita, and her love was for sale. Oh no. I spent my vacation in a Mexican jail. Her padre was the sheriff, her uncle the judge, her brother the lawyer who carried a grudge. They chattered in Spanish. A deal was soon made, a first-class excursion to the local stockade. South of the border, they say look but don't touch, but they serve me tequila, and they serve me too much. I thought she was pretty and guapa, and her love was for sale. Bad idea. I spent my vacation in a Rocky Point jail. South of the border, they say look but don't touch, But they served me Captain Morgan and Diet Coke with no lime. And they served me too much. I tried to persuade them, but my arguments failed. Now I'm bunking with Carlos in a Mexican jail. Why? Come on, guys. I ask myself why. Sing a Mexican song with no ay. Here's your part, everybody. Ay. 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 Written by the late Jim Morris. That's off the new CD. Thank you for the help on the vocals on that one. You guys do great with the ay. Hey, I just sang a song a little while ago about Daddy's little girl, and you saw Mighty Soul here briefly. Well, you're going to see her and Jose in this next one because I told you over the last couple of weeks I got to hang out with family. And a special moment for us here was after church on Easter, coming right back here, and you got to do an Easter egg hunt. So let's check out and see how that went.
Ya pueden salir.
Okay, guys. Here they come. Oh, no. I hope everybody out there had a happy Easter. And you know, one thing I love is even with all this gray hair on my head, it is a real treat to have kids who are at an age when they still really get into the stuff. That's not going to last forever when they're going to want to come out here and look for Easter eggs. And I love it. When I was a little kid, my mom can tell you I loved Easter egg hunts because I would go pick them all up. I'd look for them all and I would smash them instantly. I did. I was a very destructive little individual. Yes. Yeah. Hey, welcome back to the stage, Richard Scott. It's great to see you. So, Richard, this one here, I thought of you on. We've never played this song, but I have full confidence in you. It's kind of a jazzy little number. I've never once played this song on the show. Tom Copeland, if you're watching me, I know you like it when I break these songs out of the archives and these kind of obscurities. So this is a different one, but I'd wanted to do this one here after seeing those little kids. Jose's the one kid that I've never mentioned by name in a song. However, he is referred to in the song. You'll notice in one particular lyric that Jose is actually referred to, which is cool with Jose. I gave him a pack of chiclets and he was cool with it. All right. So here we go. This is a song called That's Life. That's life. That's what I always used to say. I shrugged my shoulders and rolled my eyes when things wouldn't go my way. I think about the luck that I didn't have, and I'd say, man, why not me? But now I get it, what that's life really means. That's my house at the end of the road, which I owe. And it seems every day I fall a little further behind. But those two little kids you see, one's Marcos, one's Luis, and that's Elsa, she's my wife. And that's life. Yeah, that's life. More than ever, it's true. You can roll your eyes or you can realize it's all about attitude. You can cry, you can sigh, you can wonder why life is such a big letdown. Or just enjoy the ride on this big old merry-go-round. Now the bills keep piling up, and the tranny's going out in my truck. You could say that's just my luck, but not quite. 'Cause there's Marcos, that's Luis, and that brand new baby makes 3, and that beautiful woman, my wife, and that's life. So if you're cynical or shaking your head, take a look around you instead at the people you love right there by your side. In case you didn't know by now, they're everything it's all about. But if you still ain't figured that out, man, that's life. Now there's a crack in my old guitar. I swear it's gonna fall apart. I'll be lucky if it even gets me through this gig tonight. But you ain't gonna see me frown, 'cause till the day they put me in the ground, I got my friends, my kids, my wife, and that's life. That's life. Yeah. Richard, love having you playing on that song. Very, very cool. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Well, we got a request. We got a couple of requests coming up here. Mike and Jamie are watching us, and I believe they're watching us from Arizona. They could be up in Colorado by now, I'm not sure, but they have been such loyal supporters of the show and wonderful friends. I got to spend time with them when I went and sang in Keno. They actually were watching the show one night, and they found out I was going to be in Keno 2 days later, and they looked at each other and said, let's go to Keno Bay. And they came down just for the night, and I figured I might see them in Keno Bay. Pulled up, and what do you know? They had the motel room right next door to me. Yeah. So, anyway, it's a small town in Keno. Not a whole lot of hotel rooms. So, anyway, I'd like to do this next one for them, and it'd be great if you could join me on this one. Yeah. We're kind of winging it here tonight, if you guys can tell, but I hope you're enjoying having Richard with us here. Isn't that great? Somebody was just commenting to us, Linda here in the studio audience was saying, she hadn't pictured before sax going with a lot of these songs. But boy, Richard, you're finding a way to make it happen. So, yeah. And in a little while, we're going to find out from you when your gigs are, where people can see you, and how they can learn more about you. Okay. All right? So, in the meantime, I'd like to send this one out for Mike and Jamie. They're going to get off their couch right now, and they're going to dance, as they always do, to this song right here. Granddad fell in love with my grandma back in 25. He knew right then she was the one. There they are in black and white. And as I wipe the dust off of that frame, I know that they're together once again. I would have loved to live back when the world didn't spin so fast. Things were different way back then, yet love was made to last. It was more than just some store-bought ring. Those vows they made meant everything. I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began when I took your hand and said, I want to love you like that. One day we stood up before God and everyone we knew. I gave my word, you gave your heart, and we softly said I do, with a promise to live faithfully for not a day less than eternity. So here we are now, me and you, raising 4 kids of our own. We've done the best that we can do to make this house into a home, and our kids will meet someone someday. And when they look at us, I hope that they will say, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began, when I took your hand and said, I want to love you, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began, when I took your hand and said, I want to love you, I want to love you like that, I want to love you like that, I want to love you like that. Going out for Mike and Jamie. Richard, great job on that. Great job on that one. Well, you just saw an Easter video. Easter is a time of year in San Carlos. It's when it gets the craziest here. It's probably the one time of the year that if you were just coming down to just kick back and hang out on the beach, wouldn't be the best time to do it, because the beach really, really fills up with people. It's a good time, to be honest with you, but it's just a different vibe than San Carlos usually is. But I do kind of like it when the coast is clear. Let's head on down to the beach in San Carlos right now.
All right. Well, you would never guess it right now, but just days ago, this beach was packed with thousands of people. It's true. Over the Easter holidays, this little town of less than 10,000 people receives about 100,000 visitors just over the Thursday, Friday, Saturday time period. It's the one time a year that things get pretty crazy here in San Carlos. But you know, this year it really wasn't bad. It was mostly families celebrating, having a good time. Everybody was pretty mellow, had fun. And I'll be honest, I'm surprised at how clean they left the beach after that many people camping out, spending time here on the beach. But I'll tell you what, it is nice to have our beach back.
It is nice to have that beach back, and it's a song I wanted to throw in tonight. And I'd like to send this one out for one of Richard's friends up in Rocky Point, Bonnie from Bonnie and Don. They are loyal supporters of music. They're big fans of Richard, and they've been very good to me and my family too. And Bonnie loves more than anything those weekdays in Rocky Point when the beaches look like what you just saw here in San Carlos, when you got them all to yourself. Isn't that a cool thing? Not a lot of places in the world you can have that anymore, is it? We got our beach back. There's a thumbs up from a fisherman on a pier. We got our beach back. My God, the coast is finally clear. Looking toward the lighthouse, as far as you can see, there's more pelicans than people. Can you believe we got our beach back? No timeshare guys hassling anyone. We got our beach back. Those boys in their brochures are gone. We got our beach back. And that feels so good to say. For a little while I thought we'd never see the day. We got our beach back. We don't have to fight that madness anymore. There's room for this old beach chair on the shore. finally got space to breathe. 'Cause you and me got our beach back. This endless stretch of golden sand. Got it all to ourselves once again. Amen. We got our beach back. It wasn't long ago. Everywhere you turn, change was in the air. You'd think this was Cabo. New condos popping up everywhere. Suddenly it happened. Everything went south. Now those real estate signs are rusty. Without a doubt, we got our beach back. I hear we're dodging bullets, me and you. Is that a fact? I guess I must have missed the evening news. I was ankle deep in water as the sun sank in the sea, while Jim cracked me a cold one, smiled and said to me, we got our beach back. Here's to that far-off anchor man, and God bless the gang on CNN. It's true, they ain't got a clue, but thanks to them, we got our beach back. And it sure is good to walk these shores again, where the only folks I see are all good friends. Friends, we got our beach back. So be careful what you wish for, 'cause the day things turn around, we'll be looking back on how it used to be, when this paradise belonged just to you and me. Can you believe we got our beach back? So let's enjoy it while we can, me and you. 'Cause one day those crowds will come back too. It's true. But until they do, we got our beach back. We got our beach back. Thank you very much. And I know some of my studio audience members here probably feel the same. This is actually a really neat time of the year to be in San Carlos. As much as I love, obviously, tourist season when everyone's down here and La Palapa Gallega is packed and all these friends, you know, are here in the same place. It is kind of nice after Easter time when the weather is great, the water starts warming up. And honestly, even in this town, you can find a beach on a weekday basically to yourself, right? And that's what we love about it. And, you know, we got April and May and even most of June. People think like summertime's just crazy down here. Most of June's pretty nice up until the beginning of July, and that's when everyone clears out, and then they don't come back again until October. So kind of a special time of the year down here. Hey, this is kind of neat that Sam Rainwater popped in here, and he's got a ukulele in his hand. So what do you guys think we let Richard sit this one out and have himself a drink while Sam Rainwater comes up and joins us? Sammy, nice to see ya. Yeah. It's good to see you. This one you don't sing on, so we're going to... Okay. I don't think you sing on this one. Yeah, so let's do it. Sam, we're going to do this one just like we rehearsed it. You've got to keep up one more, I think. All right, well, we talked about Kelly McGuire before. Kelly wrote the song called Daddies and Daughters. Just in case you didn't know it, Kelly also wrote this next song. I've basically become, at this point in my career, a Kelly McGuire tribute act. Oh, my God. But anyway, Sam, this is a song that I know you can relate to because you and Elizabeth are about to head north on us, although you're going to go have a fun time. You're going on a boat cruise with Mike Nash and Jerry Gontang. So it's not quite as bad as it sounds in this song we're about to sing right here. It's a week from today.
Yeah, week from today.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, We'll get Sam in the mood to have second thoughts at the border when he's going north here on this song, and it goes out by request for that guy right over there, George Gadsby. Viva San Carlos, right, George? Here we go. From a week in paradise, I got used to holding you close every night. As we come down from the clouds and touch the ground, you're squeezing my hand so tight. But if paradise is behind us, where we'd learned less is really more, and all we needed was each other, then what are we coming back for? Let's come about it, Sam. Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. This big old city so full of people buzzing around like flies, all stressed out in their everyday world, dressed up in their suits and their ties, trying to achieve the next level. With a bonus, they can buy that new car or a big house just to keep the family. Think those things are who they are. Help us out, everybody! Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, an ukulele and some rum. We can snorkel for free or just hang out on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Take it away, Sammy! How about this guy in the ukulele? Now we were suffering from a delusion. We could leave all this behind. No choice but collect our baggage. Get ready for that 9-to-5 grind. As we lugged our way to the exit, I could see the question in her eyes. So I answered with a smile. I grabbed her hand. Next plane back to paradise. Right on, girl! Let's turn around and run back to that San Carlos sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Yeah, hey Sammy, don't go anywhere because I want to have you join me for one more song here. Yeah, let's do one more song together. Great to have you and Elizabeth here with us tonight. What a special night this has turned into. Dave Seaholm and Leanne, you guys are watching out there. And Dave, we're about to play you one of your favorite songs. Well, let's do this song, and then I got something special for Dave right after this. Después de esto hacemos el video de él, ¿no? Okay. So this one goes out for Dave and Leanne. Here we go. Mexico. In G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scenery está bien. I can hear the sound of the music coming across that borderline tonight. And I can feel the touch of a young girl gently take my hand underneath the moonlight. Soft refrains on a Spanish guitar carry me away. Our voices calling as I close my eyes. Think I hear her say, Mexico. You've been there on my mind for a long, long time, and I know that I just can't stay away. Mexico, like warm white sand in the palm of my hand, gotta go. Mexico. It's been a while, but does she remember? Is she still waiting there for me? And does she ever think about those hot summer nights down by the sea? Dusty highways, dusty old roads, you got me crossing the line. Lead me down to where nobody knows. Take me back in time, Mexico. You're the one that I love and I can't get enough, Mexico. But you're another world away, Mexico. Those clear blue skies and big brown eyes gotta go, Mexico. I can feel that wind begin to blow. Every time I hear that sound, I know. Help us out at home, Mexico. You've been there on my mind for a long, long time, and I know that I just can't stay away, Mexico. Like warm white sand in the palm of my hand, gotta go. And I'll be coming back to stay, Mexico. You're the one that I love and I can't get enough, Mexico. But you're another world away, Mexico. Those clear blue skies and big brown eyes gotta go, Mexico. Thank you, Sammy Rainwater. Great to have you popping in with us today. I think after all that, Sammy's entitled to hop behind the bar and make himself a drink. Yeah, there we go. Hey, I'll tell you what. It's funny that Dave and Leanne just requested that song. Nice. Let's show a little something to Dave and Leanne right now.
I want to say hello to a very special couple watching tonight's show from Phoenix, Dave and Leanne Seaholm. They were the grand prize winners of Seaside Realty's 3-night stay at Pelican Beach, which is that high-rise you see just down the shore. They won that. They loved San Carlos so much that they came back again, and this time they rented a condo from Seaside, and they stayed right here with this view you're looking at for a month. And they had the time of their lives staying right here at Triana Condos, just down the beach from Pelican Beach. And I know in Phoenix right now, they're missing sitting up on that patio and enjoying the view. But I hope the songs tonight are taking them right back down here to San Carlos. Dave and Leanne, miss you guys. Let's get you back down here again soon, okay? And thank you, Seaside Realty, for giving them that great prize that got them down here in the first place.
Dave and Leanne, man, we're missing you down here because I know if you were here in Mexico right now, you'd be sitting in this yard, or you might even be behind the bar pouring yourself a drink. So let's get you guys back down here soon. And thanks also, Dave and Leanne, for all you do to help out this community, because you've actually become a part of it in just a short time. All right. I want to welcome back to the stage this guy right here, Richard Scott. Thank you, Sam Rainwater, for joining us. Let's get Richard back up here now. All right. Esto aquí, pura cámaras, ¿no? Es Uncharted Courses. All right. This is another song. Necesito cuidar con el micrófono de ellos. Necesito a lo mejor apagarlo porque están hablando cerca del micrófono. O nomás le dices que no hablan tan cerca del micrófono. Okay, está bien. 4. All right. I'm pulling a Peyton Manning here on some audibles. Omaha. All right. Well, I just wanted to cut their mic because maybe they're saying something very private. Yeah. Hey, this next song is one that goes way back to that Going Coastal album that we talked about before. I played you Blue, Blue Water. There were 2 songs on that album that actually featured a beautiful sax part, both played by Jeff Percival, known on the album as Jeff Tatum. I never get to play these songs. And so we're going to go back into the archives again on this one. And Richard, it's great to have you back. And let's see what we can do this one right here called Uncharted Courses. Stars illuminate this big old world around me. And somehow, from 1,000 miles away, your memory found me. In a distant place where we once used to roam. Doesn't seem that long ago. Sails shining like diamonds in the moonlight. So brightly, like phosphorescent dreams, they slip into the night. The waves are rolling gently across the bay. I close my eyes and let the wind blow me away. Out to you and me, sailing uncharted courses, running free just like wild horses, racing through the fields of clear blue water, riding like the wind across the sea. It was you and me. Songs are playing in my head just like a radio. Do you recall dancing to the wind over on that sandy shore? Sat and watched the sun fall from the sky, and for a moment forgot about the world we left behind. It was you and me sailing uncharted courses, running free just like wild horses, racing through the fields of clear blue water, riding like the wind across the sea. It was you and me. Yeah, but sometimes dreams get washed away like footprints in the sand. They were dreams that led you out there and then brought you back again. And I wonder where you are right now and what we could have been. 'Cause sometimes I swear I hear a voice still drifting on the wind. It was you and me sailing uncharted courses, running free just like wild horses, racing through the fields of clear blue water, riding like the wind across the sea. It was you and me. But now that's history. Beautiful job, Richard. Beautiful job. This is great having you here. So tell you what, I'm going to put you on my microphone for this. I'd like you to share with people in case they want to check out your music, either in person or maybe online or whatever. So I'll give you this mic, and it's a little easier, I think, for them to hear you. Right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do up in Rocky Point. Here, I'll raise this up for you.
Thank you, sir. Hey, yeah, I play up in Rocky Point. I play sax and I sing in a number of places you might know if you're Rocky Point regulars at all. Big shout out to everybody at the Margarita Mermaids. I got to say, Margarita Mermaids is playing this live on their TV sets in the bar right now. I'm pretty sure they're also charging a cover charge. So I'm going to see if I can get some recoup out of that somehow.
Well done.
Hi, Chrissy. How you doing? And Moo Bar, a lot of lovely places, as you may know, up there to play. But been up there a number of years. I've heard Mark many, many times, and just played with you fairly recently, starting fairly recently with the debacle on New Year's Eve performance, which you may know about.
Tell them what happened.
Well, gosh, New Year's Eve came around, and if you were in Rocky Point, you might know that they had one of those storms that comes around every 5 years and just flooded everything out and washed away the roads. So New Year's Eve was rolled over till New Year's Day.
Yeah.
And Mark was kind of like billeted in one of the hotel rooms there, luckily within a few hundred yards of the gig. And we got to have a really, really good show. We had a really good show. The people who were in town were kind of captive audience, you know. There wasn't much going on, and there was no rescue. There was no way to get out of town. We had a very good show. And we had our first time really playing together, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Good. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I hope when you guys go to Rocky Point, seriously, stop in Margarita Mermaids because I forget what night is it you play there generally? You're kind of
Generally, I play like I'm off the camera too. Sunday nights.
Sunday nights.
We
Okay.
got like a jam session, so I'll put that out there. If somebody plays something, they give us a little heads up, and they want to come down and play some songs, you know, a little bit like this. Come on in on the stage and bring out your, hopefully not your harmonica.
Yeah.
And play with us. We'll have a great time.
Yeah, it sounds good. That sounds good. Hey, all right. So Luis has got some requests here. Luis, what was the last one on that list there? I'm sneaking these in. Okay. Now some of you guys made a request before him. I'm going to get to those too, but I want to get to this one while I've got you on stage here. I think this is one you might be able to pull off. Now, well, I think so. This is a tricky song. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. I think you can do this one. So on the album, this was a tricky song. This was the trickiest song we've recorded because we recorded half of it here in Mexico in the studio at Hermosillo with my producer up there, Gaspior from 6.5 Mexicans. And we recorded the other half with a song with a band that I've never met before. They are down in Barranquilla, Colombia. And Gaspior told me he had this connection in Colombia, which usually means something else. And it turned out it was a band, and man, they had this Cuban pianist. They had amazing percussion. They had this rock and accordion player. And this is a song that we ended up recording between the two bands. And this one I always like to sing for my friends here in Mexico because occasionally this happens where we ask like a plumber or a electrician to come do a job. And when do they tell us they're going to be there all the time? Mañana. That answer came to these guys very quickly. Do they ever show up mañana? Ever? Well, I had to write a little song about our frustrations, and I would like to dedicate this song to every plumber and electrician in the Republic of Mexico. All right. You've been sitting there since daybreak, staring at the clock. Jose told you mañana, now he still ain't showed up. I've heard that word a million times, and I used to get mad too. Every time they said mañana, I'd pretend that it was true. That was before I ever knew. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here it means not today. Go ahead and pull your hair out, get mad and shake your fists. But all those lame excuses come down to this. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means not today. That's right. Last night, Jose had too much fun. It was nearly midnight when he said, take me home. I gotta work mañana. I can't take off that gringo. Till I said, bartender, bring this man Mas Don Julio. Jose just grinned, cause we all know mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. No matter what Rosetta Stone may say, sure it drives you loco, but that's how it is. So before you go all postal, remember this. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means not today. I'm gonna go to F. To A. Same thing, A. Now I'm a songwriter, telling tales is what I do. And this one's got potential. She'll make a real good tune. If I grab a pen and paper, kill the TV and the phone. Work all day, all night, mañana she'll be done. Wait a second, is that Jose? And oh no, did I just hear him say, mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. I should have said, no way, Jose. Now we're back on these old bar stools. So much for that big hit. Cause on a crumpled up piece of paper, all I wrote was this. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here it means mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Sorry, pal, it means not today. Blame it on the culture. It's never gonna change, so you may as well stop frowning and just sing. Mañana doesn't mean tomorrow. Down here, it means not today. Not today. Yeah, I know your car wouldn't start. Alarm clock is busted. Your dog died. But you know what? I'll be here tomorrow waiting for you. See you mañana. Thank you very much. That is off the latest CD, Lupita's Taco Stand. Anyway, well, good. Richard, awesome job. I'm going to play a song here, and we'll let Richard grab a drink. I think this man's entitled to have a drink. What do you think? Yes. All right. Thanks, Richard. We're going to bring you back in just a second here. So, I think it's this next one goes out for Lewis. Is it Lewis Thompson who's watching us tonight? Lewis, this one goes out for you. Thanks for joining us here on Monday night. It's fun to be back with you guys. I've missed you guys. It felt really, really weird last Monday to not be doing this. So, I officially became this song 5 years ago. Just came down for the weekend. I was running from the ice and snow, where the tropic sun comes beating down on the shores of Mexico. The sunshine that I was seeking, I found where the warm winds blow. I just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Now I'm sitting in my salty jeans, got a belly full of rice and beans, drinking beer and singing my song, just an old tourist that stayed too long. Warning all you folks tonight, you can have your fun, but don't you miss that flight. Cause if you do, then you just might turn out to be acting just like me. Yeah, I still got my round trip ticket, I keep it just up above my bed. Folded up to plug a hole in the roof and keep the rain off of my head. I ain't returning no phone calls. I don't answer email. Singing and calling out to the dolphin and the grouper and the yellowtail. Now I'm sitting in my salty jeans, got a belly full of rice and beans, drinking beer and singing my song, just an old gringo that stayed too long. Warning all you folks tonight, you can have your fun, but don't you miss that flight. Cause if you do, then you just might turn out to be acting just like me. Yeah, just came down for the weekend. I was running from the ice and snow, where the tropic sun comes beating down on San Carlos, Mexico. The sunshine that I was seeking, found where the warm winds blow. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. The sunshine that I was seeking, found where the warm winds blow. Just came down for the weekend 25 years ago. Come on, guys. Just came down for the weekend. How many? 25 years ago. One more time. Just came down for the weekend. How many? 25 years ago. All right, thank you. Hey, I'm going to send this next one out for Tim Scott. Tim is actually watching us from Illinois with Susan and Joel tonight, and they watch us every single week. But the cool thing is that next week, Tim is going to be in our studio audience. He's coming down here and going to enjoy San Carlos. They usually get down here once a year, and so we're going to do a show next week. We'll probably do that one from here at the Backyard Bar, and it'll be fun to have Tim and his family in attendance for that one. I always love it when you guys watching the show can end up being a part of the studio audience. I think that next week also Caroline and Chris Bell, who watch this show, will also be joining us at least. But they may be joining me tomorrow night also at my show over at Mercado. If you're in San Carlos, of course, while La Palapa Griega is shut down, I'm doing a couple of shows over at this neat place called Mercado. The food is excellent, and the environment's kind of cool. I'm on the patio at 6 o'clock. I hope you'll come join me if you're in San Carlos. Tim Scott, this one goes out for you. It's one of his favorite songs. First you stiff the waitress, then you slam the door. You backed into a Buick, and then you blew on down the road. I wonder what were you thinking as you took off down the block, screaming like a madman and flipping people off. Just about then I thought I'd seen it all, until I saw that big old sticker on the back of your car, and it said, Jesus loves me. And I did a double take. I can't speak for our Savior, but there's gotta be some mistake. Now this ain't from the gospel. No, you won't hear this in church. Yeah, Jesus loves you. The rest of us think you're a jerk. Maybe you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. So you're having a bad day, huh? Well, get over it. Maybe your mama didn't love you, your gal dumped you, or the job is driving you insane. Go ahead, shout out to the Lord, but quit screaming his name in vain. There you go, cussing out the traffic cop. I bet God's looking down, begging you to please shut up. As you say, Jesus loves me. Dude, I've actually got some doubts. Take a good look at the good book. This ain't what it's all about. Here's a revelation. Take it for what it's worth. Sure, Jesus loves you. The rest of us think you're a jerk. He said he came for sinners. Man, you're his kind of guy. But now I look into the mirror. I hate this part. And my God, I realize, who am I fooling, thinking I'm better than you? Yeah, Lord, forgive me. I know not what I do. 'Cause just like you, I say, Jesus loves me. And I know that's true. Even when I don't get just what he sees in you. How can I point my finger like you're the big sinner when I just might be the worst? Thank God, Jesus loves me. Even when I'm a jerk. Now I hope we both make it to heaven. I just pray you get there first. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Hey, gang, let's just leave it at that. Useless trivia. That was the first song I ever wrote with parentheses in the title. I always had wanted to have a song with parentheses in the title for some weird reason, and I did it, folks. Gonna get a round of applause. Who cares if the song sucks? It's got parentheses. All right, Luis, how are we on the requests here? I think we got time for just a couple more songs. I think we got them covered, or is there anything else on there? Luis has been working your comments tonight, by the way. I might, Sharon, I might have to do that one for you next week. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think we got time for one more song here. So I'm going to bring Richard back up. Richard, what a fun time this has been. Come on back up. And just so you guys know, I've been adding summer dates to the calendar. It's going to start off this summer up in the States. I'll do a show in Tucson at the 49er on June 22nd. Then I'm going up to Pine Top, Arizona. Pine Top Lakeside, and I'll see some of you guys in Pine Top Lakeside, joined by Rudy B on guitar. Rudy's going to join me also in Denver, in Parker, and where else are we going? We're going to go from there to McCall, Idaho. Never been to McCall before. A couple hours from Boise. Then we'll go from there over to Bend, Oregon, Olympia, Washington, and just north of Seattle in Shoreline, Washington, where we'll see Gordy and Karen, who are watching us right now. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Working on some other summer dates too. So if you would like to get the information about any of those places, make sure you hop onto my website, markmulligan.net. It's got all the just listed dates. And of course, if you're looking at booking something, house concert or whatever, we still got time to get something in here. Tomorrow night, for those of you in San Carlos, I sure would love to see you over at Mercado. You'll love the place, 6 o'clock. In fact, this guy right here is going to pop in with me and do a few songs, right? He's coming back. So that's going to be fun. Richard Scott will join me 6 o'clock at Mercado. And I do, again, want to thank all of you guys watching this show who supported the effort yesterday for the La Palapa Griega staff, because we're coming up on almost $12,000. I think that's just incredible. And it's going to carry these guys over for several months probably without work, with no tip income, which they've relied on. I know their families really appreciate it. They're great staff over there. So thank you for your love and your concern. Some of you, for people you've never even met before, I'm always amazed by the quality of people I get to sing for. All right, I say we do one more song here. And then after this song, I'm going to have a drink with my friends here at this bar. And then I'm going to get my butt over to the nearest sports bar, because I think the Phoenix Suns are playing the playoff game tonight later on. And I'm going to catch some of that game. So if you're watching from Arizona, I'm cheering for the Suns tonight. And we'll be back here again next week with this three-ring circus, doing it all over again. Big round of applause to Pablo and Anais for running the audio-visual. Let's do Sand Dollar Million. Yeah. All right, Richard Scott, you've done such a great job tonight. Let's close it out with one right here. Actually, tell you what, George was asking if you want to do anything just solo-wise without a guitar on a sax. You want to give him like something kind of cool?
Yeah, the 12 Days of Christmas.
Do you want to do like?
No, we'll do your
sure?
stuff. Yeah, for sure.
All right. We're gonna do this song right here, written by our buddy Bob Carwin, who allegedly is going on his farewell tour this summer, but none of the musicians are buying it. No, nobody is. Everybody says he's pulling a Garth Brooks, and knowing Bob, this is a shrewd marketing move, completely. So I'll believe it when I see it, but I don't want him to retire. Actually, when I read his reasoning on it, he says he's 30 years into it, and that's a long time. Folks, I'm 37 years into this. Should I be Should I be catching a hint here? All right. All right, so here we go. I'll give us a little intro. Everybody's working for that almighty dollar, shoving every penny in the bank. Driving round town in the big SUVs without enough dough to fill the tank. Now I got every dollar that I could ever need in the shallow water on the ground. Anytime I want to be a millionaire, all I gotta do is look around. I'll be a sand dollar millionaire. I got everything that I could ever need. Sand dollar millionaire. I got $1 million right at my feet. Now I could punch a clock, wear a jacket and tie, try to fit in with the fast-moving crowd. But no matter how hard I work or how much I save, it could never be better than it is right now. Sand dollar millionaire. I got everything that I could ever need. Sand dollar millionaire. I got $1 million right at my feet. Richard Scott. Got a little place right down by the beach where the sun sets in my backyard. I may not have a maid or a 401k, but I never want to work that hard. Sand dollar millionaire. I got everything that I could ever need. Sand dollar millionaire. I got $1 million right at my feet. Help us out, everybody. Sand dollar millionaire. I got everything that I could ever need. Sand dollar millionaire. I got $1 million right at my feet. I got $1 million right at my feet. I got $1 million right at my feet. What a night on Mulligan's Island. How about a big round of applause for that guy right there, Richard Scott. Can't wait to do this again with you next Monday. Right here. Richard Scott, everybody! Yeah, great job, Richard. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. The life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We'd all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.